What is up, Atom Alert Nation? I'm your host Jimmy Neutron. And I'm Pete Proton. Let's get right into the history. Today we are going to have a talk about the history of the atomic model. If you do not know what the atomic model is, it is the basic diagram used for showing where certain parts are in an atom and how many there are of them. Okay, then tell us about the first ever man to invent a model, Jimmy. So the first real atomist was Democritus, and he had a theory that particles could not be broken up into smaller parts. So when was he around, Jimmy, and where did he come from? He lived around 400 BC and he was a Greek philosopher. But Pete, let me ask you this. Do you know who came after Democritus? PP, indeed I do, Jimmy. After Democritus, a man named John Dalton came into the game with his statement that atoms cannot be broken into smaller pieces. Is that correct? Yes it is, Pete. He was wrong, but we find out who was the one who had proven him wrong later. As for now, we have Thomson, the creator of the plum pudding model, a model where the fruit represents the negatively charged particles and the cake being the positively charged particles. Now I believe after this a man named Rutherford came up with an experiment using a sheet of gold foil, and he then sent alpha particles at it to see what happened, and while he was doing this he expected many of them to go straight through the foil, but he saw that some of the particles had deflected at larger angles. Yes, and using this information he had come up with a theory that a positively charged particles was concentrated in the center of an atom that he went on to name the nucleus. He also went on to say that most of an atom was empty space. He was correct. We now are getting to some of the information used in today's world with Bohr's planetary model, which we still use today, representing electrons in orbits going around a central nucleus with certain energy levels. Wow, that was certainly something, Jimmy. Indeed it was, Pete, but I believe we are out of time. We do seem to be so. Thank you everybody for tuning into Atom Alert. We hope you have enjoyed our show today. And we hope you've learned something. And we will see you all next time, where, depending on the want for it, we may do another video on another topic. I have been your host Jimmy. And I have been your host Pete. Goodbye.
This has been an original Ben and Tom production.